It was raining that night again, same as before, cold, unforgiving. I stood on that porch, 6 months pregnant, shivering while he and his mother watched me through the glass. Her hand rested on his shoulder like she owned him, and maybe she did. I begged, I knocked, my voice cracked between thunder. He looked at me, then turned off the light. I remember the silence that followed. The rain kept falling, and I kept bleeding. That's the night I stopped being his wife. We met in college. He was the quiet one in the back row, the one who noticed things. I thought that meant he saw me. Turns out, he just studied people, figuring out what they could give him. He said I grounded him. I thought that meant love. It meant control. When we married, his mother moved in temporarily. She never left. She filled our house with her perfume and her rules. She corrected the way I spoke, the way I folded towels. She whispered in his ear when she thought I wasn't listening. And he listened. The first time he raised his voice, I told myself he was stressed. The first time he raised his hand, I told myself it was an accident. But the night they locked me out, 6 months pregnant, barefoot, bleeding, that's when I realized they wanted me gone, permanently. I lost the baby that night. He didn't come to the hospital. His mother told the neighbors I was hysterical. Grief does strange things to people. It made me patient. While I recovered, I disappeared. Legally, financially, socially. I let them believe they'd broken me. I sold my wedding ring, moved to another city, changed my name. I waited, listened, learned. His company was failing, too much debt, too little competence. His mother's savings were the only thing keeping him afloat. That's where I began. I reached out as someone else, a potential investor interested in saving their family business. I created a front company, registered under a false name, funneled money just enough to make it real. They took the bait, greedy and desperate. For months, I played them like a slow song. He thought I was his salvation. His mother called me dear over the phone, told me she had a good feeling about me. When the contracts were ready, I let him sign. I let him smile. And I let him transfer everything, property, shares, even the house, to my shell company. By the time the ink dried, they were broke. By the time they realized, I was gone. Which brings me to tonight. Same porch, same rain. Different me. It's poetic, isn't it? He didn't recognize the car that pulled up. The porch light flickered, and there I was, dry this time, composed, holding an umbrella. But I wasn't alone. The man beside me was tall, silent, wearing black gloves. The kind of man you don't question when he asks to come inside. The door opened halfway before his face drained of color. "Claire?" he whispered, as if saying my name might summon the ghost he buried. His mother appeared behind him, wineglass in hand. Her smile froze when she saw me. Then it shattered, literally, as the glass slipped, crashing to the floor. She screamed. He stepped back, and I stepped forward. "This house," I said calmly, "isn't yours anymore." I handed him the documents. Deed transfer, business liquidation, eviction notice. Everything signed, sealed, legal. He scanned the pages, eyes widening. His mother grabbed them from him, her lips trembling. You can't do this," she hissed. I already did. The man beside me, my lawyer, spoke for the first time. "You have 72 hours to vacate the premises." Their silence was almost beautiful. I didn't yell, I didn't cry. I just stood there and let the rain do the talking. He looked at me like he wanted to say something, an apology maybe. But there are things you can't wash away with sorry. Not the sound of a door locking, not the feeling of blood pooling at your feet while someone watches from behind the glass. Before leaving, I turned back once. His mother was shaking. He was just standing there, eyes empty, holding the papers that ended everything. Funny thing about revenge, it doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it just knocks on your door at midnight and smiles. When I drove away, I didn't look in the rearview mirror. I didn't need to. The man beside me asked if I was satisfied. I told him satisfaction isn't the right word. Peace is. And as the rain hit the windshield, I realized something. They had taught me how cruel silence can be. So, I returned the favor.